Okay, so now we'll take a look at a couple of story problems applying the tangent ratio. If you read through the information for number 8, environmentalists want to measure the width of the river to monitor its erosion. From point A, she walks downstream 100 feet and then measures the angle from this point to point C to be 40 degrees. So this angle is 40 degrees. I'm going to label this point B right here. And then what you're going to have to assume is that triangle ABC is a right triangle, and you really have to do that to be able to use the tangent ratio. We're trying to find the width of the river, that's CA, or since it's opposite angle B, I'm going to label that lowercase b. And then we could set up the tangent ratio. The tangent of the acute angle of a right triangle, 40 degrees, is equal to the side opposite the 40-degree angle, in this case that's side B, over the leg adjacent, so that's 100. And then if I solve this for B, you can multiply each side by 100, and then B is equal to 100 times the tangent of 40 degrees. Use your calculator in order to evaluate that. You want to round to the nearest tenth. That's what the direction said. So 100 times the tangent of 40. Again, make sure that your calculator is in degree mode. It's about 83.9 feet if you're rounding it to the nearest tenth. And then on part B, you could use the same diagram, which I'm going to do. I'm just going to need to erase some information. A year later, the environmentalist returns to measure the same river. From point A, she walks downstream 100 feet, now measures the angle from this point to point C to be 51 degrees. So we use a similar equation, except now instead of 40 degrees, the width of the river is 51 degrees. You take the tangent of that and then multiply by 100. So I could use this equation right here. All I did was replace 51 degrees for 40 degrees. So 100 times the tangent of 51 degrees to the nearest tenth. Now B is about 123.5 feet. But you have to look at the directions very carefully. That's not what we wanted to find. We wanted to find how many feet the width of the river has increased. So we take 123.5 and then subtract 83.9 to figure out how much the width of the river has increased. So 123.5 minus the 83.9, we get about 39.6 feet. That's how much the width of the river has increased.